What's up, people? We are back. Pokemon Unbound. We have finally updated to the 2.1 version of the game. This is capped, true insane, and today we are going to take on Elias of the Elite Four. Just like the other Elite Four battles, this one has a special field effect as well. In this battle, all ghost types will receive half damage and be immune to entry hazards when they're at full health. You can almost think of it as like an extra spicy multi-scale. In addition to that, Safeguard and Substitute will also fail unless used by a ghost type. So without further ado, let's get right to it. Now, this is our second battle of the Elite Four after previously defeating Moleman. This is Pokemon Unbound Insane Mode, so you know it's not going to be easy. Elias coming out swinging, leading with Marshadow turn 1, and we send out Weavile to start the battle. Here you can see ghost types will take half damage when they're at full health, which is why we've got Weavile to counter that. Multi-hit attacks like Triple Axle are perfect for breaking through that first turn Shadow Veil to get him off full health. After landing the first hit to break the Shadow Veil, the second and third most important hit connects to deal some decent damage. Marshadow attacked with Spectral Thief, and despite Weavile type resisting the ghost type, Weavile's defenses are not that great. Weavile is pretty frail, so we take a good chunk of damage. Now we can finish him off here, except Marshadow actually outspeeds and hits us with the priority move Shadow Sneak. Now Weavile type resists this as well, and it's not enough to take us down as we retaliate with another Triple Axle to take down the Marshadow. Now what's weird here is Marshadow actually knows close combat, which would OHKO Weavile easily, and I'm not sure why he never goes for it. The only thing I can think of is that they got rid of his close combat in the new version 2.1. Otherwise, I have no idea. But either way, we take those all day. Let's go, let's go, let's go. 1 down, 5 to go as Elite Four Elias sends out Blacephalon. Now this thing is an Ultra Beast, and it's insanely dangerous. It likes to come in when our Pokemon are low on health to finish off and get the KO so it can get its Beast Boost. But we're not going to let that happen. We switch in Goodra to tank the Flamethrower that was meant for Weavile. Now we get crit, unfortunately, but Goodra is a special defense monster, so we still tank it like a boss. Now, Blacephalon is scared of Goodra, and he always likes to switch out to Jellicent here, predicting an incoming Water-type move because Jellicent has Water Absorb. So predicting that switch out, we're going to make a swap of our own and go into Gyarados. Gyarados' Intimidate is pretty useless here. Blacephalon is a special attacker anyways, but it doesn't even matter because he's switching out into Jellicent as predicted. Now Jellicent is pretty tanky and can cause a lot of problems. We can't attack him with our Waterfall, which would be our strongest move, but we do have Crunch. Now Gyarados is also holding the Black Glasses, which will boost the power of our Dark-type move Crunch and deal super effective damage as well. Jellicent goes for Taunt, and it looks like we missed our opportunity to set up a Dragon Dance. It feels like they always know when Gyarados has Dragon Dance. They can read my mind. We're going to just continue to attack with the Black Glass boosted Crunch, but Jellicent makes a switch out and goes into Giratina. Now this thing is scary and definitely the most threatening Pokemon on Elias's team. We're going to attack him anyway. We land the Crunch that was meant for Jellicent. Even being boosted by the Black Glasses, Giratina takes little to no damage and then restores it right back up with the leftovers. As you can see, this thing is insanely bulky. Now we have broken the Shadow Veil. We could continue to attack with Crunch to deal more damage, but the thing is, Giratina likes to go for Will-O-Wisp here. We cannot afford to let Gyarados get burned, so we're going to switch him out for Goodra. Now Giratina is going to go for Will-O-Wisp as predicted, but he misses. Even better for us. Now we want to try to take this thing down with Goodra. Goodra actually is our only special attacker on the Elite Four team. All of the other 5 Pokemon are physical attackers, so we really can't afford to let anyone get burned, but Goodra's going to have to take one for the team. Surprisingly enough, Giratina goes for another Will-O-Wisp, and it lands this time, but luckily we were prepared for this as we consume the Raw Spec. Now first thing we want to do is get off the Acid Spray. It's not going to deal very much. Even landing the crit, it does no damage, but more importantly, harshly lowering Giratina's special defense. Unfortunately, however, Giratina's leftovers are going to bring him up to full health, which means the Shadow Veil is back. Giratina attacks with Will-O-Wisp again, and there's nothing we can do about it this time. Luckily, special attacks aren't affected by burns, so we fire off the Dragon Pulse. It's time to deal some damage, but despite being super effective, that Shadowy Veil reduces the damage dealt severely. If we can just get off one more Dragon Pulse, we might be able to take him out, but Giratina goes for the rest. This is going to bring him back up to full health, as well as restoring the Shadowy Veil. Not exactly going according to plan, but we're going to fire off the Dragon Pulse anyway, trying to deal as much damage as we can while taking advantage of the fact that he is asleep. Now Giratina is trying to stall us out while we take burn damage here. This is the perfect opportunity to finish him off, but of course he switches out and Cofagrigus will take his place. Cofagrigus coming in at full health. We go for the Dragon Pulse anyway, but it's not going to deal very much damage. I hope you guys are enjoying the video so far. If you are, remember to hit the like button. It helps out with the YouTube algorithm, and also consider subscribing to the channel to see more videos like this. It's totally free. and help us get to 500 subs. We're almost there. If you want, of course. No pressure. But back to the battle. We swapped out Goodra for Gyarados and got the Intimidate off. Cofagrigus attacks with Body Press. Gyarados is going to Type Resist and tank it like a boss. Now that Cofagrigus is no longer at full health, we can finally hit him hard here. We're going to fire off the Black Glasses boosted Crunch, but unfortunately Cofagrigus consumes the Colbur Berry and is going to reduce the damage dealt. Now by hitting him with a contact move, Cofagrigus' Mummy ability is going to transfer to Gyarados, getting rid of Intimidate. But this literally doesn't matter because once you switch Gyarados out and back in, Intimidate comes back either way. Cofagrigus attacks with Nightshade, dealing exactly 72 damage, and we are safe for now. We're going to just keep attacking with Crunch, and this is a 1v1 that we can win. Cofagrigus is going to attack with Nightshade again. This is apparently his strongest move to us, but he's not going to be able to take us out. We've still got 38 health left, and now it's our turn to attack. Now this is going to be close. It looks like it's going to be a roll. We hit him with the Crunch. It's super effective. We get the high roll, and Cofagrigus goes down to the Crunch. Gyarados pulling through for us once again. Let's go. Now with Gyarados at low health, if you remember from before, you can probably guess Blacephalon is going to come in like an assassin trying to swoop up those kills and get his beast boost. Blacephalon already has insane special attacks. We definitely cannot afford to let him increase it even more. The problem is Blacephalon outspeeds our entire team, so if we make a switch out, none of our Pokemon can tank 2 attacks. So someone's going to have to get sacrificed here, but with Goodra being burned, we might be able to find a way out. Now Goodra is low on health, but has maximum special defense EV investments, so has the best chance of surviving a hit here. Here it comes. Blacephalon goes for a Shadow Ball, of course, his strongest stab move, and Goodra hangs on just barely. Goes down to the burn, and this is not going to count as a kill for Blacephalon, and he does not get the Beast Boost. We're actually lucky that he went for Shadow Ball there, because Gyarados being at low health, Blacephalon was going for random move, and we needed it to do a precise amount of damage that would allow the burn to finish him off. So in the end, Goodra being burned actually saved us, because now Garchomp can come in, tank a hit, and retaliate to take out the Blacephalon. So here we're going to Mega Evolve to increase our tankiness. Blacephalon attacks with Shadow Ball, and we're going to get hit hard, but Garchomp hangs on. Fire back with the super effective Earthquake, and Blacephalon is pretty frail. He's going to go down in one shot, and that's GG for Blacephalon. That thing was dangerous. Looking at how much that Shadow Ball dealt, Garchomp may have been able to tank one after a Beast Boost, but it definitely would have been cutting it close. Goodra and Garchomp coming through clutch for us as Elias sends out his next Pokemon, Gengar. Now Gengar, similar to Blacephalon, is a glass cannon. He's fast and hits hard, but that's not all. He's going to go ahead and Mega Evolve, and now we've got Mega Gengar versus Mega Garchomp, the battle of the Megas. Gengar outspeeds and hits us with Shadow Ball. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to tank this one, and Garchomp goes down to the Shadow Ball. But this is fine. Garchomp did his job, and now we can get a clean switch into who we really want on the field, Aegislash, and this is the position that we want to be. Now we're going to get outsped here, but Aegislash being a ghost type, we too will reap the benefits of the Shadowy Veil. So being at full health, Aegislash will take half damage despite being super effective, and also being in the shield stance, we're able to tank it fairly well. Now it's our turn to do some damage. We transform into the blade stance and hit him with a Night Slash. It's going to be super effective, but of course only deals half damage with Gengar being at full health. We restore a bit from the leftovers, but even so, we cannot afford to get hit with another Shadow Ball here, because now that the Shadow Reveal is broken, it definitely will be enough to take us out. Now we go for King's Shield just to stall for a turn. We need Aegislash to be as healthy as possible because we need him for the rest of the battle. Now again, Gengar is a glass cannon. He is faster than us, but he's also pretty frail. So if we're able to take him out before he gets to us first, we should be good to go. We're going to transform into the Blade Stance and hit him with the priority move, Shadow Sneak. It's going to be super effective, landing the critical hit as well, and it's enough to take down the Mega Gengar. Now, I'm like 99% sure that crit didn't matter. Night Slash doing as much as it did, not being stabbed while Gengar was at full health. I think the Shadow Sneak with no crit would have been enough to take him out either way. So with Mega Gengar down, Jellicent comes back out to play. Now, our team's not in great shape here. As I said before, we're going to need Aegislash to carry us through the rest of this battle. Right now, our team's looking like the Looney Tunes from Space Jam after the first half of the game. The original Space Jam, not the new one. Remember when they're all beat up, sitting on the bench in the first half before Michael Jordan gives them the magic water? But anyways, great movie, but Aegislash is going to be our Michael Jordan for this battle. So here we're going to just go for another stall turn. Again, getting as much value out of that leftovers as we can. And Jellicent goes for Taunt. Now, this is not good for Aegislash. This definitely is going to be a problem. It's time to go on the offensive, but not before Jellicent outspeeds us and attacks with Nightshade. Now, this is an odd move to go for, but it might just be the best attack he has in his arsenal. Now, we've got to start putting some damage on this thing. We go for the Night Slash. Again, it's not stab, but it is super effective, and it deals a pretty good chunk of damage. We've got him down into the red. Well, yellow, I guess now, thanks to the leftovers, but we're restoring from leftovers every turn too. Now that Jellicent is low enough, it looks like he's in range of a Shadow Sneak. It's not like we can use King Shield anyways. So we fire off the Shadow Sneak. It's going to be super effective and enough to finish off the Jellicent. Let's go. But this battle is not over yet. We've still saved the best for last as Elias sends back out Giratina. The final wall standing between us and victory, and this Giratina certainly is a wall. Also, that pressure ability not doing us any favors. We really have to be mindful of our PP during this Elite Four run. We have minimal ethers to work with. So Aegislash is vulnerable, unable to change back into the shield stance, having been taunted, so we switch him out for Gliscor. This is our healthiest mon. Luckily, Giratina is still asleep. However, he is restoring HP from the leftovers, and this is the first thing that we're going to take care of. Luckily, we are faster. We move first and hit him with the knockoff. Now, we finally got rid of those pesky leftovers. Now, we can really start chipping away at his health, but as you can see, even the knockoff being super effective, that dealt no damage at all. Giratina is just a monster. Now, we're going to stay in and keep attacking here. We cannot afford to switch out and lose momentum. We have to take advantage of Giratina still being asleep and cannot allow him to use rest again and restore more health. We fire off the Earthquake, just dealing as much damage as we possibly can. However, Giratina wakes up and attacks with Hex. It's going to deal double damage because Gliscor is poisoned and deal some massive damage. We're going to restore a bit from the poison heal, but having that toxic orb is definitely hurting us more than it's helping us this battle. We're going to keep attacking with Earthquake. Again, we don't want to switch out and lose momentum. We can't let him use rest. Now, Gliscor being poisoned and low on health is going to bait Giratina to attack, and he goes for the Hex, which is exactly what we want. Gliscor goes down, but Giratina is now vulnerable. He is at low health. He did not use rest, and we now have a clean switch into someone that can outspeed and land a finishing blow. We send in Weavile to get the job done. Now, Triple Axle is 90% accuracy, so we play it safe and go for the Ice Punch, and it gets the job done, being super effective, and Giratina goes down. Elite Four Elias, GG. This was a fun one, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video and watching the battle. This is 2 Elite Four members down, 2 more to go. And of course, at the very end, we will face the new 2.1 buffed version of the champion. Looking forward to it. Remember to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Also, leave a comment. Let me hear your thoughts on the battle. I always love to hear from you guys. And as always, thanks for watching and see you next time.